Welcome back, guys. This is Diamond 12. Yeah, I'll skip on with processes. So, yeah, we're back in Satisfactory. Probably gonna do a few of these videos in the next few days, because I've been sick, but that's fine. Yeah, let's turn chat on. There we go. So, we're back. So we are playing with mods. I forgot how many worlds I have. Which world do I have it? Here we go again. I think it's my most built up one. Or Fun Goose. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, we are playing with mods. I'm trying to remember where's the decent. Oh, it's over here. It's like, I know this place like the back of my hand. Because there's a land bridge to my right that leads to that desert. Oh, actually. I actually have an idea. So, let me get to that desert. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. I just... Hang on. So, right there, that little cavern, not cavern, but opening, it's actually... I'm thinking. So, for those who don't know this area all too well, there's 4 iron nodes here, the sandstone node there, and then 2 copper nodes over there. And let me very quick. Okay. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Samples of
Alright. So there's also 3 uranium over there. But so back to what I was saying. This area is where I built my base last time. Right across is a ton of oil. Like that land over there has a ton of oil. Over here, which I believe is supposed to be your main starting location because it has an abundance of what you need. Is where I built my base last time. It's great, it's amazing. Hang on. Alright. Sorry, one of my friends messaging me. So, basically, I've had 3. I had basically 5 main bases. Well, actually, I would more consider it 4. Because one of them was the lead production plant. And I actually don't even know if I have. Yeah, I don't think I have lead. Huh. Might go through and add that mod later. Basically, there's a mod that adds lead that makes conveyor belts go really, really fast. And I was using that mod at the time. And yeah, I was using that mod at the time, and yeah, basically I had this base, which was starter base, which I converted, which made all my resources until I moved on down to the desert, because this is not a hassle to start with, but when you're trying to move on and do like fluids, and you have a few 100-foot drop down, it turns into a hassle when you're trying to do liquids, primarily oil. And with that pond, with that lake down there, makes sense just to build down there. So there's a flat piece of land over there, like way over there. Might build it. Though I actually, I'm gonna build here. I'm going to build here, but I'm not gonna stay here. After probably, I don't know. I'm gonna build my space elevator probably down there. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna build the space elevator like right here. Actually, no, I'll build it farther over there. Because right here, I need a large open area, because this probably wouldn't suffice, because I'll need a few factories to make space elevator parts, because that's a hassle in itself. But over there would be a factory that I'm going to put a lot of heart and soul into, because I love oil, and by that time I'd have quite a bit of resources. But I want to, by the end of each tier, I want to fully automize and make it efficient. Who is that person? I don't know if y'all could see that request, but it was like, not request, the game thing. It's like, I have no idea who that is. But this, I will probably, I'm trying to remember where there's a ton of limestone nodes. I know there's quite a bit of them over there, because the factory that I made over there, that was going to be the power plant, because there's a mountain over there that has a ton of coal. Like, once you get to coal power, it's the best source of coal. There's some coal over here, which I used a little, as just basically a backup source per se. But why is there? Fine. What the? Yeah, I don't care. Blah 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 blah. Alright. It's cute. Alright. Oh yeah, it's anniversary. Why are... Alright, I guess this is what I get for that installing a mod that turns spawns up. Shut up.
Preserve the remains.
Shut up. Alright, so... basically, we've got... I'll actually sort of that. Smelter, Constructor, Mark 1, Biomass Burner. Okay, so we do have everything required to fully automate, though it's going to take a while. I could be wrong, but I think I actually do have that lead modded. Because skinnable lead, I'm pretty sure that's the mod. Okay. So... nope. Alright, let's get one on each node. Starting... oh, I forgot these were pure iron nodes. Do I have a mod that makes everything pure? I feel like I do. I know I had one. I just don't know if I kept it or... I'm gonna have to look, because I might have a mod that makes these all pure. 4, 5, 7. I'll have 7 in total. Biomass burners are on this side. Three, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And there. So this will be the start of our power connection. I will eventually probably build a base. We'll build a factory completely. That's annoying. Like, highly annoying. Hang on. Save game. Save. Main menu. I'm gonna turn the thing off. It's like, yes, it's cool, but just no. There we go, disable seasonal events. I'll just have to remember to turn that on for Fixmas in a few months. Because who doesn't like Fixmas? You get free stuff. Yay. I like that they made it more homey in here. Last time I played, well, not last time I played, but first time I played, it was not homey. It was basically a huge little shack. You live out of here for the moment. Build a factory. Now the goal is to build an amazing factory, but That's gonna take time. What's trying to kill me? Oh, it's one of those. So I'm gonna try to build a factory that will like automatically do stuff. Is this a cave? Oh yeah, it is. There's just mycelium in there. There's mycelium. Really? Why does my life have to be so difficult? Granted, I kind of... One of the mods, actually, like I said earlier, does increase spawn rates. I did it just so in the future we can get better stuff faster. It kind of doesn't help when I'm stuck in the middle of not having a factory. Alright, so all of the stuff is prepared. Like, this will eventually... I don't know where the best copper nodes are. Copper is usually, hang on, it's usually by itself. Limestone's usually included, but I was able to find a ton of limestone nodes last time I played, and made that power plant I said I was talking about. Didn't turn into a power plant, it turned into, for the most part, a limestone-centered plant. We were producing anything from concrete, which was the main thing we were producing, all the way to encased steel or whatever. So, yeah, lovely times. Building efficiency status, field research. You know what? Let's focus towards field research right now. Alright. So, just want a smelter. You're gonna want me to get copper. So, iron's currently the most important, followed directly behind, well, copper following iron and limestone. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. Actually, hang on, I have access to all my mods right now installed. Zoo Belt, Sky UI, Road, Daisy Chain, extra inventory, Hub Terminal, Geothermal, Infinite, Research Megawatt, no fall damage, keep inventory. I don't see where it would, or it should add, not infinite, but pure nodes. It's probably this just being a starter location. Come on. What a... Oh yeah, I did hit you. For a second I thought the thing was still alive. I'll branch this one off. And then I'll put all of my storage for the moment of a few resources. There. 4 containers, I think I would have put. Yeah, 4 containers. So rods. No, that's good. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need at least 5, probably 6 or 7 for the starting stuff at least. Because let's think, just iron is 3 products: screws, rods, and plates. Limestone is concrete, and then copper is copper's 2. It's wiring and cable. Cable, yeah. Cable being second, but wire being most important. Do I have access to splitters? I have access to an loader and unloader, so no, I don't have access to splitters. That's gonna make my job a little harder. Then I need rods. So this one will make rods. And then I just need to power this thing, and we'll start making things slowly but surely. 600, 600 biomass each, so each gets 300, because I've only got 2 biomass burners. Okay. Yeah. I can only have 200, so... Alright. I'm trying to have an efficient factory, but efficiency starts with a mess. And I don't believe I have any additional mods at making it where it produces more, but I do have a mod that once I get the oil, it's like repans oil or something. It makes it where there's going to be additional recipes unlocked once I get the oil. I remember seeing something about iron, so we could have better iron production once I get the oil. But oil is a far ways out. There we go. Nope. Let me grab my stuff, wherever it may end up. Also, once I get the blueprints, I will be using blueprints. Most likely. Alright. So, it might actually be the best way from there right now. But for the moment, I'm going to have 3 separate iron nodes producing 3 separate resources. Eventually, when I get like a Mark 3, or actually I have mod that adds Mark 5s. Basically, once I get either slugs or stuff that allows for better resource gain, I'll change it. But for the moment, I've got to work with 3 and 3. Once I start getting an overfill, that can change. Well, once I start getting an overfill, that's not solved from the machines underworking. If you know what I mean, like their tier being undeveloped. So I need 300, 300, and a 100 for field research. Should be relatively obtainable. $61, $31 should be pretty obtainable actually. And I need 3 wires. You're right. Alright, let's start tapping them back to this stuff. Take all. Take all. Okay, so I can create reinforced stuff right now. I need probably 4 should be enough. Because I just need enough for 2 additional craft? No, I have 1 additional crafter. Need to start tapping into the limestone node now. Let's see if we can see oil from up here. Yeah, I think actually I can. That black, what looks like a pool right there, I believe is oil node. Yeah, those nodes right at my cursor right there, those are coal nodes. This is what I'm up here for though. Oh yeah, there's no fall damage. Well, I could jump if I wanted to. I have free will in this game. My ADHD like brains like, which way do I want to go? Do I want to go here or there or everywhere? I prefer to go everywhere. 120 per minute, which means yeah, I'm actually overflowing my belts, theoretically at least. Not my outputs, but my inputs should be overflowing. Well, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because these are 30 items per minute, I think. And just 60. So I can get a belt that moves, which I believe is actually the Mark 3 that can move that fast. Moves 2 items a second. Could move 2 items a second. Decent belt, I'll say that. Well, decent machines. Even though they ultimately do produce slowly, it's 2 items a second. Though, I like moving items really, really, really fast. So, yeah, do y'all have any ideas on like what future factories I should build and where? Well, where I should be able to figure out, depending on the resource that factory needs. But I'm all ears for any factories y'all think I should build. Preferably necessary factories, but factory's a factory. At some point, it'll have a use. I can branch. I can branch out that one. This entire spaghetti mess, this spaghetti mess will eventually be fixed, hopefully. I need more iron plates. I connected that thing to power and everything. It was like, it's gonna be. There's gonna be my power grid too. Probably overworking my power grid. That or it ran out of fuel. One of the two. Nope, I'm overworking my power grid. Yep. Oh, well then. 2 more ought to be enough. I'm gonna get those things full of biomass. And then calculate how long I should be able to last with 4 of these. Because I'm not gonna ask questions. Because I do know that it will actually kind of cap and manage the power. Like, say you're producing 500 megawatts. Just go with a rough average of like an oil. 500 megawatts. That's a lot. So, say your factory only needs 200 megawatts, which actually, once you get to that point, is way under what you need. But anyway, say your factory produces 200 megawatts. The more power generation you have, they will actually all collectively bump down, so it's producing like the equal amount to 100 megawatts. Like, for the moment, we were consuming the same amount we were producing right before. Oh, our capacity was 40, and then I think when I added the additional machines, it hit 40. So, yeah, like I know what I'm doing in this game. I don't entirely know how to explain it, but it's a lot of weird math that's involved in trying to make sure your factories don't blow up the power fuse. Because sometimes the fuse just goes out and you don't know why. Or you do know why, you just gotta find the problem. Find the needle in the haystack. Alright, both of those are full. Um, it's 6.67 a minute. So, hang on. Calculate. That's my compass, not my calculator. 200 divided by 6.67. 6.67. Just under half an hour should be how long this machine is going to run at the current rate. So, constructor. Alright. I'm gonna let these produce. I'm gonna go AFK for a second, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Um, well, we're producing stuff. $118, $116, $178. No, hopefully should be what I need to build a map, not build the map, the equipment workshop. Build one of these. This bauxite? Yep. No. Alright, smelter. I need 2 constructors. Alright, so this is producing wire, so that's good. I almost have, basically I'm automating the main things I'm gonna need for, I might go for bigger and better production. I need an additional 2. Additional 2. Should have everything now. Then before I put everything into field research, I am going to build my limestone production, just so I at least have everything. I don't have to work, I just have to wait. But yeah. And it looks like I'm gonna need some concrete. How lovely. Alright. Well, both facilities make what they need. I'm gonna go get some more concrete. Actually, you know what? I don't have the assembler yet, never mind. I was making an assembler. Do everything I need to. Q. Just make sure I've got everything. Structure. Miner. Apparently I don't. Cable and concrete, of course. So I've got enough on me. So I'm gonna need some limestone, and then after I get some limestone, I'll just be able to get everything I need, and then hopefully I can actually build what I need to. I just might move what I'm seeing for chat to the left side instead of the right, because it's kind of in the way of that queue for the items I need. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've got items producing. Like I said, I was correct, it is a 3-to-1 ratio. And I've got that, so I will probably ultimately English. I will probably need a little bit more than what I currently have on me, because I have 13 concrete, which I need 10 for the miner, but I also need some for the belts. Really? Any more? No. So preparations are almost complete. I'll just need a few more. Alright. I'm gonna need a bit more. 130 should hopefully be enough. I need 2 more though. There. So that 2 extra will be for wire and cable. That's going to be cable. Sorry, this is going to be wire production. This is a 3 to 2. Oh. Gotta check the ratio on iron plates. Oh, it's a 3 to 2. I thought it was a 2 to 2. That explains a little bit more. Alright, all 3 are set up and producing. Which means any access can go straight into field research. Alright, so I'm gonna need a bit more. Good taste. I'll actually get 200. Should get 200 plates out of this. $200 plates, just as expected. I need 213. That is more than enough. Alright.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
I didn't sign no contract. I'm just gonna stop at the plates. I didn't need that much. I thought I needed a ton. Apparently not. Alright, those are almost done. So I'd say just have about 20 minutes left. Jesus. That's weapon upgrades. Yeah, the hard drive cache, I believe, is over this. Oh, yeah, it's actually up here. Hold on. Loki. It's in a pool of water, I'm pretty sure, right over this ridge. Yep. Yeah, I knew it was here, I just completely forgot about it until you just said something, so thanks for reminding me. Gotta deal with the natural wildlife. Oh, where's the other one at? There he is. Stop defying gravity and get back here. see what goodies this thing gives me. Quite a bit of reinforced plates. Quite a bit of iron plates. Iron rods. Copper sheets. Ooh, supercomputer. Or 2. 1. Okay. It's fine. Not even at that level yet, so that's happy. And then this is... Okay. Expecting this thing to require
Damaged
power.
hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I just did. Chat. I don't know why, but YouTube itself with streams is, I believe, 26 seconds delayed from what y'all see to what is actually happening. So, yeah, got some motors, some straightors, some rotors, the supercomputer I found there. It actually should give a ton of coupons once we get the thing to do it with, the awesome sink. Extra inventory slot, extra inventory slot, whatever this is, and whatever that is. Okay. Mark 1, logistics, space building, and lead. Let's do Mark 1. No, there. Because refined power gives us an alternate resource for power that's renewable, so I don't have to worry about entirely needing to get biomass, though. Mark 1
Milestone
isn't.
reached. The Refined Power R&D division have developed a new power generation method. This building can generate up to 30 megawatts of power based on its altitude. Note.
Yeah, basically, it's a wind turbine. Depending on its altitude and depending on if it's alone or not, varies its power outage. Not the most stable source of power, but enough of them would suffice for maintaining our power grid. Could get the resource thing. Let's get logistics. Because logistics would increase, hopefully, our amount of stuff we can make. Well, not the amount of stuff we can make, but just the amount of stuff we can bring in, because everything, I believe, at least all of the miners are mining at 120 resources per minute. I don't know what the smelters or constructors are doing, but I do know that everything is crafting should be at 120
Can now
per
merge,
minute.
split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory.
30 per minute.
Fix-It encourages you to consider investing in verticality
15.
when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast
Yeah, Ada, I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah. I like playing with mods as long as they don't completely break the game. Like, all the mods I have, personally, don't break the game. Like, I've got the, I think it's enhanced power. It's something relating to power, and there's eventually you get the fusion reactor and stuff like that I have never used because it's way too difficult and requires way too many different liquids and whatnot. But it isn't broken because it takes a while to get to the stuff, but there's a mod, I think it's like Global Market 2 or something, that with enough of a small item, you can get bigger items. But personally, it breaks the game, and I like having a relatively even playthrough, not where I can go from a small supercomputer I find in the middle of nowhere to, oh look, I beat the game in like an hour. Mods are fun, as long as you know how to use them. Race game's fun too. I've never actually beaten the game though. Farthest stuff I've gotten, holy Jesus, why are there 12 phases? Oh, there's 6 phases, 12 different categories. That's fine. Okay. It's like, I've gotten to about here before. That's the farthest I've gotten. Maybe here. Okay. Research logistics, right? Yeah. I have to research logistics Mark 2 to get what I was actually needing. It would help if I actually paid attention. Oh, jeez. I'll see if I can find that in the mod manager. Hang on. SMM. Alright. Uh, Hang on. Yeah, I'll look for that, the advanced creature mod later. But, yeah, that, Halo suit mod that you're just talking about, the power suits, I would love to add it, but it's currently not compatible with 1.0 or 1.1, whatever version of Satisfactory is out. So, that sounds very fun. Sounds like something that you would die tons of times doing, especially if you fought them here, where you would no doubtably die from a fall like this, unless you're playing with a no fall damage mod, which I'm currently doing, but that's because plenty of times where I would jump and lose all of my stuff. So, yeah. There's also another freighter down there. Reminds me of like gravity, what you're just talking about reminds me of like gravity hammers from Halo. Sending people like thousands of feet away with one hit, if you hit them just right. You mean mixed? It's literally one thing. There we go. Now what can I start with in the MAM? Yes, I know you're about to tell me.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog.
The
It
what?
has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family. The message you just skipped is one of the winners of the monthly Pioneer's Choice Most Interesting Message award. What a shame.
What is it Sam? Yeah. Is it requiring more and more? Oh wow, that is requiring a lot of Sam. Classified phenomena. Geothermal. I'll save that for later. Okay. So I need... Actually, all I need is alien protein. I need 5 of which. Who's that? Huh.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Yeah, because we're the only life forms on this planet. It's like, we guarantee the best output or whatever it said for this unit. And then you realize, oh wait, you're the only life form on this planet. Ooh, that sounded really fun. All right. Great. I'll see if I can. This is not my first time playing. I just started. I am replaying right now with some mods, but I've played. I've been playing for a while. Well, not during the stream, but beforehand. Uh, so that seems. Nope. Oh, yep, that seems to be the problem. So. Alright, I need to overclock, underclock. I have never completed the whole game, sadly, but hopefully in this playthrough or another, I will. I've gotten pretty close, but I've never beaten the full game. There we go, that's why I need to... close enough. Like, overclock to underclock. Or overclock for things to work. One of the two. Eventually, I'll find a way. Bird. Thing. Get off my conveyors. Alright, 67 more things. Yeah. Farthest I have gone, which I'm pretty sure this might include some mod stuff here, but I believe farthest I've gone is tier 7 or 8, I think. Maybe 9, but I don't entirely know. I'm hoping today we can get the space elevator down. That depends on how much wire I'm able to produce right now. 340. Space elevator requires 1500. I forgot the space elevator required 1500 wire. And there goes my power grid. Which, why are those running? 10, those are running 10 a minute. Those are running 6.7 a minute. 30 megawatts. 20, why are those running at 20 megawatts? Biomass burner. Math isn't mathing right now. Both are biomass burners, granted. One is a biomass burner I placed down, the other isn't. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What part were you getting overwhelmed with? Because I might be able to aid you a little, depending on what it is. Because I do know space elevator parts can get confusing, or at least can look confusing. And I remember when I first started building, I had no idea what I was doing. Because there's a lot of things in this game that require complex recipes, and there's some YouTubers oh yeah, my power grid shut down. That explains why none of my stuff is moving. But yeah, there's some YouTubers I've watched play Satisfactory. I don't know if it's supposed to be this complex, but they make some of the stuff like, some endgame stuff, and it takes a while to build. And yeah, it makes me confused. Alright. There you go. So, yeah, coal's a little difficult because you've got liquid involved, and yeah. So, coal gets a little confusing because you've got the liquids, and then you've got the pumps, which there's a mod that makes it where liquids are, instead of liquids, are gases, so they don't have pressure, or at least they have pressure, but basically you don't need fluid pumps. They'll just flow upwards or whatever you need them to do. I'm currently not playing with that mod, but if liquids, if I deem them to be too difficult, I'll go and add that mod. But I, to this day, still have issues working with fluid pumps. I do not like them, and they're just a pain to deal with. Alright, 14 plus whatever other stuff I need. I know, think, oh, yeah, parts? It's only showing what I have unlocked right now. Yeah. Really? Yeah, I know it's whatever, because first one requires smart plating, which I believe is relatively easy. It's just rotors and all right. Yeah, that makes sense. So all the mods, and I'm gonna double check this just to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Installed. There we go. So I have refined power, which basically makes it where my power I can get power easily. It basically has turbines like um what do you call it? Wind turbines and stuff in the water to spin. Solar panels, modular power like steam and CO2, carbon dioxide power, and enormous reactors and all just random other stuff that I don't know what it does. Yeah, Spire Coast, it's difficult. And I've got Infant Zoop, which basically makes it where I can zoop so I can make a platform easier. It doesn't take me that long. I like a button and it gets it all done pretty quickly. Efficiency checker basically makes sure it checks to see how efficient I'm actually doing things. Infinite nudge, so I can basically move things wherever I need it to. Digital storage, later down the road solves a storage issue, which I rarely actually use this mod because I still don't know how to use this mod completely. Linear motion basically adds elevators and stuff. Belt is this belt? Yeah, belt and miner reworked adds um Mark 6 to Mark 11 belts and add some other stuff. Container screens, which is just a quality of life thing that tells me how many items is in the container by just looking at it. Cartograph building, which is a new mod I added that I recently used. Um, just shows buildings on maps. MAM enhancer just makes the MAM look better, or at least the internal look better. Sky UI, which I don't know why I have it, is a thing that some YouTubers use to make like thumbnails and stuff. I don't use it at all. I don't know why it's on there. Waste shielding, I've never used, but I guess it prevents radiation from coming off of radioactive items. Um, if you build it on there. Road tool, I guess, makes roads. Faster manual crafting makes it that over a period of time, the more you craft a single item, like, and uh, so if, let's see what item I can craft a ton of right now. Screws. You see right there, that's faster manual crafting. That's how many times the original amount I would be able to craft right now. So that's 4 times crafting, 5 times, 6 times, whatever. So we got production stats, which I don't know what that does. Daisy chain everything basically makes it where, unlike base game, I can connect more than one power pole to one building. Extra milestones makes it where I've got a lot of extra buildings and materials I can mess around with. 2 new resource nodes, 170 milestones, 26 new buildings, 62 new solid parts, 12 new fluids, and 17 automated recipes. Lots of complexity. Weapon upgrades, so my weapons can do more damage and stuff. Mass upgrades, I can mass upgrade my conveyor belts. Repan oil adds recipes spanning off of oil. Extra inventory slots just because inventory's been an issue for me in the past. More enemy spawns, more enemies. Loader and unloader, just the better managed factories. Show enemy health, shows enemy health. 100 times awesome points, just because I like getting awesome point tickets. Um, Alien artifact automation allows me to automate alien artifacts. Miner Mark 5s get me Mark 5 miners. Hub terminal gives me terminals for the hub. Automate artifacts allows me to automate more artifacts. Um, Liquefied alien power matrices, automated biofuel, early map redux, which um, yeah, I have a lot of mods, but none of which break the game. Besides maybe no fall damage, but no fall damage and keep inventory. But it's like, say you die on the opposite side of the map, it helps. It's like, uh, okay, yeah, I can see the map. Yeah. So, for those wondering, where's the oil? You got oil here and here. Like this entire area, it's oil and tons of it. I believe it's this mountain here is the one with the uranium. It's like I think it's a impure uranium node. Um, this was where I was thinking about building a base at because we've got a large pond here, a ton of coal nodes up here. I believe this one or this one. Actually, I think it's this one has a SAM node at it. Um, there's yeah, I have a vehicle elevator mod. I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about though. There's also I think a few oil nodes here, but yeah, this the desert. I've never well actually I've done it once. Quit playing after like 5 minutes, but yeah, there's a desert up here. No idea what it does. There's another desert here. So yeah. All right. Let's get some reinforced plates, and let's mass upgrade our facility. Hopefully. Yeah, where do y'all think I should like after I make a better version of this place? What resource and relatively where do y'all think I should build it? And yeah. So this is north. The map kind of correlates with that. So there's the land bridge here, but there's coal nodes here, tons of oil here. Also remember, I'm not even close to oil yet, but like, where do y'all think I should build next?
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fixit.
Yeah, how much does it cost to make a turbine? Turbines are relatively cheap. Fair enough. I will probably go for coal. Maybe. I don't know. Might go for coal or the same yet, right here. Alright. Yeah, actually, speaking of sulfur, um, there's a sulfur node somewhere down over there. I uncovered it once on accident, and I know kind of where it is. It's on the way, kind of, over here somewhere. I uncovered it at a roundabout way to get over here. So, because due to one of my more extensive playthroughs I've done, um, which is my most advanced playthrough where I actually had an enormous oil base. Like, I am pretty sure I prioritized oil for anything. Alright. I'll probably do that because by then, I would probably, though it creates a lot of junctions for me later, and which is why I kind of had to get help from um, a friend later on of redoing my coal power up here because something wasn't going right, and my coal production, my power was not doing what it was supposed to. It wasn't stable. But yeah, I'll probably get some coal power or something eventually, and convert to steel up here. Actually, might be with the power plant I built up here. Right on that bridge will be is a steel plant. Usually build my well, it's supposed to be an iron plant over here, but turned more into a steel conveyor belt disaster. And iron, but it turned into a disaster nonetheless. It's like, I like my designs looking flawless, but you're gonna have spaghetti before it looks amazing, which is what I'm doing here. It's like, technically, I have not unlocked base building, so I could probably easily do that right now. Um, Base building would make this probably look better, but I at least want to get tons of resources before I go wasting stuff on base building. I need 15. Get some resource sinks just so I can buy what I need later. Because the eventual goal is to have one facility produce all of my power. Is that what do y'all think? Is that a purple or a blue slug? Currently, it kind of looks blue, but when I first saw it, it looked purple. I currently can't get up there, so I can't. I actually don't know for sure. But what do y'all think? Purple or blue slug, or neither? Because it could also be delusional. But I don't know. Can tell there's a slug right there apparently. Actually, speaking of which, I'm gonna get that. As long as we know the mobs, as long as the okay, it's like it kind of looks blue, but at this distance, there's no true way to tell. If it's purple, then yay, because purple is amazing.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency.
You just say that I know what a power slug is. Alright. Yeah, it's like, I don't think there's a way to get up there. Hang on. Frig. Yeah, I believe that pillar is similar to this one I'm on right now, but this pillar at least has a land bridge connecting it. Yeah. That pillar's on its own. So, until I get stuff that allows me to get up there. Ah, frig. Alright, well. Alright. Yeah. I'll do it after I get stuff for power slugs. Oh yeah.
This
Overclock.
semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early
Yeah.
in its life cycle. Power
I
preserving
know what
this
power slugs are. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks purple. I hope it's purple, because purple gives me lots of power shards. But if it's blue, that's fine. I just need a power shard right now. Alright. So 114, I need 86 more plates. Hang on. Oh no. I do not want to build 10 space elevators. Yeah. I feel like I remember that vaguely. But now there's the jetpack and whatnot. Now let's put that back to 1. I am not building, what was it, 10 space elevators? Like, Jesus, I'm not needing that many space elevators. How much iron plates is that? 250? Not as bad as I was thinking. This is going to be the main problem, though. I need 1,000 more wire. And 500 concrete. faster I can get space elevator, the better. Because that means faster I can get farther into production. Mm, 42 is what I need.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In
1565.
appreciation of
Okay.
this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Alright, so, good question. Should I put the supercomputer into the awesome sink? And then should I put the rotors, the motor and stators in there as well? Because it's like, I'm not going to use either of those for a while, and I've only got, what is it, 3 stators, 4 motors, and then the 1 supercomputer. I'll do it. Alright. I'll do it. Like, I'm kind of happy you put that because I was the first, I'll do it, was me about to put these in there. Fair enough, yeah. I was just about to put these in there. Actually, hang on. I'll put biomass in there right now. Now, I'd say the most broken thing with the mods I have included right now is this. Because, yeah. Later down the road, though, when things get higher prices, it evens itself out. But beginning game, that is... There's my power grid. Okay, I need another one. So, beginning game, those are broken, but once you get later game, where due to the amount of stuff you put through it, it racks the price up so high. That's just like normal stuff. So eventually it will even itself out. And then I will regret my life decision. And then I'll move on. Alright. $188, almost there. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully this power grid is better than the old power grid. But I know it's not going to be, because this power grid's not going to last forever. Yeah, there's the lead. Okay, these two parts might actually be broken as well, but yeah. Okay, that's 8. 3. Trying to remember the recipe for the space elevator at the top of my head. Okay, got it relatively closely. Close enough. Now, where do y'all think I should build the space elevator at? I don't think I want to build it up here. I think I want to build it down here. No. Somewhere down here. Probably farther over there. Closer to where I might build in the future. Not closer. Yeah. 70,000, 71,000 points. But yeah, where do y'all think we should build the space elevator at? So I should have, I believe, the stuff to build it. Yeah. Uh, all right. I'll see if I can find that in a second. Really? The beam thing's in the way? No. I'm gonna purchase a lot more reinforced plates because I'm gonna need those.
Thank you for investing into our internal closed economy. Your contributions provide aid to many good fix-it causes.
All right. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely find a better place for the hub. It's just if I go west, I run into a random thing of uranium, and that might get in the way for me. Though the random thing of uranium is kind of on a side cliff, so this hopefully should improve the conditions a little. Well, not conditions, like I've got to worry about people, but yeah.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
I'm about to get lots of stuff. Hard to take yes, 70 points. 33, I was way off. That's because, yeah, so right around now is when it's gonna try to start equalizing itself. Oh, cool. Alright. Can I overclock these? I can. Alright, 150% for these. Now the fun of overclocking begins. It's 25 a minute. What about 166.5? 6. There we go. Actually, no, I'll set it to 167. Just so keeps an equal amount. Trying to overclock as much as I can. If my power runs out, I'm fine with that. Mainly because I can build up more power. Though if my input requires more than 120 per minute, that's where it becomes a problem. But I would just have increased. I don't think I did, no. Sounds like a fun game though. So this is temporary until I get to the next stage, but I'm gonna place this base elevator like right over here. Because once I get to stage 2, I'll start building an actual base and a factory and everything. But until I get to that point, I'm gonna build it here. Now, y'all can yell at me if y'all want, which honestly. It's temporary, so should be fine. Do like the animation of the thing coming in though. It's satisfying. Just watching it come down and everything. It's a space elevator, so it's cool. And here it comes. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah. Rust is fun, just chaotic sometimes. Alright. Yes, I know Ada.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the
50
Project
smart
Assembly
plating
orbital
now.
platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of
Yeah,
which
I know.
require the delivery of project parts,
Why
such
can't I
as
skip
smart
this?
plating, via the subsequent phases on. It is time
There
to
we go. It's like, I kept spamming enter, but it wouldn't skip it. It's like, I know what the space elevator is. What I won't skip is the thing that tells me, hey, you've made it. Congratulations. Or whatever it says right when you upgrade. I am making a lot of stuff. Wrong thing. That's a lot of resources. I like the amount of resources I'm producing. Now, for the basic main
milestone
three.
reached.
Shut
Solid
up,
bio
Ada.
to aid in bio
Blah,
inspirate
blah,
you cool.
blah. Okay. So, for the main three resources being up, dumb down. That's fine. Yeah, assemblers get a little confusing, but they're not too terrible. Though, depending on if you have to add them to a bigger assembly, they get confusing. But they're not that bad. Okay, back to my question that I just forgot and re-remembered. So, for the main three resources dumbing down to iron, copper, and limestone, shall I build 3 separate factories or have one large factory, probably like right here or another location, building the main 3 resources? The only thing would be iron and copper would have more resources to build spinning off of them than limestone, with limestone being like 3 or 4 resources, and copper and iron being a ton more. So should I build an iron factory, a limestone factory, and a copper factory, or an iron, limestone, or copper factory? 3 different factories would mean probably more efficient, because I'm not cramming everything into one factory. Probably a little bit of power efficient. It's just I'd have to travel between 3 different factories, which once I get a main center headquarters down, I could just use hypertubes eventually, or trains to travel, and probably allow a lot more storage for each resource. The only thing would be until I get hypertubes or trains, which actually I believe we get hypertubes next stage, so next stage of the stage after. It's like, yeah. Alright.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more
Yay.
complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft, do not work, such as
Alright. Alright. The only issue I have with the idea would be the fact that yes, 3 resources, 3 floors. True. I'm not worried about floating platforms at all. Like my old base in a different playthrough started where I'm standing. Actually, no, started where I'm standing and went about 100 platforms that direction. Maybe actually it's probably like 200, but like very, very far that way. It's like I don't particularly care on if it's floating. If I'm going for organization, which is currently what I'm trying to go for, um, I prefer what's inside the base, not how it looks on the outside. The externals would look good, but I don't care about floating. Floating base is the least of my worries. I'm gonna need a total of 3 assemblers, I believe. Trying to remember. Yeah, a total of 3. This is gonna look ugly to start with, but I will make this look better once I have an actual base. Nope. Actually, I don't need another one. Okay. You'll make rotors. Nope, that one's already making rotors. Reinforced iron plates, so. Alright. Yeah, in total. Hang on. Yeah, I only have about 183 hours in this game, so I don't have a ton. I barely have any, but it's a fun game. I prefer efficiency over size. Like, yes, small bases help, but if they don't produce the amount I need, then that to me becomes a problem. I completely forgot what this thing needs. Iron plates and screws. There's 2. rods and okay. Yeah, it's like any item, any items automated, no matter the amount, is good because it slowly would build up over time. But I like producing things fast, so yeah. I'm gonna cut that off right now, just so I don't use that. Yeah, fair enough. Rods and screws. Do I have a splitter? Yes, I do. Do I have the stuff to make the splitter? Yes, I do. There we go. Slowly but surely, I'm automating smart plating now. It's gonna take me forever to do so, but it's one step closer that I don't have to worry about. Now, yeah, I have never gotten a nuclear weapon yet, but yeah, weapons and anything nuclear is priority. It's like just tossing one of those things is fun. So that's done. Now, full power, full, full and full. Let's choose to overclock you to 75. I should have got a few rotors. Let's put those through so I can get some more stuff. I've got 5 generators. How many? 200, so I'll need 5, which I'll need minimum of 10, but I'm also going to want a little bit more. 13.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Need 4. Yeah. Let's see if I can go find things to kill. Just so I get more, what do you call it? I forgot this game gives the warning if you've been playing for a certain amount of hours, take a break. There we go. Reinforce plates and rotors. I need stuff for that too. I need 2. There we go. 5 per minute. Now, should give me 10 minutes roughly? Ten minutes and then stage 2. That's 5 per minute, that's 4 per minute. How much is this? 5 per minute, okay, that's fine. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So, got base building now. Shut up, Ada. Before I officially go to the next what do you call it, stage of everything, I am going to unlock everything for the most part, just so nothing's holding me back.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed, individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
And this gives me one extra inventory slot. Not that I need it. Why does it need 300? Yeah, the stupid ones like this. Well, not stupid, but ones that like give me a random thing. So I'm gonna end the stream, guys. We mostly accomplished what I wanted to do, which was to get the space elevator up and running and to get to the next phase. Hopefully next stream we will get to the next stage in the space elevator and start working towards all of that. I will probably off screen get the rest of stage 0 done just because it's a lot of random extra inventory and whatever. So I hope you all enjoy, and I'm gonna finish this part of um, hang on, this part I'm doing right now, the whatever it is, that because it just needs an extra thing of concrete, and then on the episode for now. Bye. Yeah, there we go. We got whatever this is. So, yeah, hope you all enjoy.